It's me again. I just want to tell the parents that, yeah, it's time to tell people. Because parents, I know the courts are telling you, don't talk. Isn't that what bullies in schools and at job sites tell you? Don't you dare tattle on me. Don't tell what I'm doing. If we keep quiet, the child abuse by the state in the form of Kids for Cash will not stop. I can't be the only parent to speak up. Now, I'm trying to hide the stuff behind me because I have to keep myself so busy with my babies not home. Yeah, my babies, not your babies, Sheila, my children. I only sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time because I know they're not in a safe home. And I know that Angel's life is in jeopardy. And Shepard loved to make fun of that. But it's the truth. I believe Dr. Lindholm. Dr. Lindholm wrote it in a letter to the state, to the courts. The Butler County Court believed him and sent her home. And one of our lawyers told us that this court was not following Kansas law, because by Kansas law, if a doctor comes forward and gives medical proof that the child's health and life is at risk while staying in foster care and staying out of the home, the child is to be returned home immediately. Not when the judge feels like it, not when Youthville feels like it, not when SRS feels like it. And Governor Brownback, like I said, you promised to protect the children and families of Kansas. You haven't done it. Changing the name of SRS is only changing the name. It will not change what bad behavior it has been doing in these last several decades. Because how much does it cost for a child to be saved by SRS? We keep seeing in the news, like Adam Herman, and here recently in El Dorado, an 18-month-old baby died. And who tried to save the child? Not SRS. The El Dorado Police Department did. The Wichita Police have stepped in and saved children. And the shocking thing is in the news reports. It shows that SRS knew that these children were being abused and or neglected in their homes. But woe is me, says SRS. I have way too many other children already in foster care. But unfortunately, most of those children in foster care should have never gotten there because they've never been abused or neglected. Send the children home before other countries find out that the U.S. is abusing children, not just any children, special needs children, because they receive government funds. Like I said earlier, I don't want the government money. Keep it. Just give me my precious children so we can practice our religion and I can feel safe to go to church again. I want to study about God, but I'm terrified to study about God because of what your workers in SRS and Youthville have done to my babies and to my family. We will bring them home. And I hope somebody sees this video and will realize that all the states that are practicing Kids for Cash needs to stop. Parents. How do parents protect children? We're told to protect them from the boogeyman, from the people that'll hurt them, the sexual predators. But how do we protect them from SRS, the juvenile courts, the Kansas Congress that will not act? They prefer to choose a state dog over talking about a review board. And shame on the Blue Ribbon Commission and the Attorney Discipline Board. I gave you evidence that the First Amendment was violated by all attorneys and this court. But yet all you said is I was complaining about evidence. I spelled it out straight and firmly in a very short letter. First Amendment rights were violated. Disability rights violated by lawyers and the court and SRS and Youthville. And SRS, if you don't know it, Casey Shepherd loves to throw you under the bus. Oh, Youthville doesn't want to take your children away. Oh no, it's all SRS doing. But who's giving SRS the information? Who's lying about the doctors and therapists? You are, Casey Shepherd. And I do not have Munchausen syndrome by proxy, like I said earlier. That is disgusting. And then you have the nerve to say, well, I have to leave early today because I get to go see my kids. That is so wrong. You need to lose your job now. I have sent the proof to a Youthville worker that you did practice medicine without a license. Stop it! Casey Shepherd, you stop hurting parents. Larry Prothero, you said that you were on our side. When? When you sat there with your mouth shut and Meredith Whaley says, no, you're not getting a job won't keep you from getting your kids. But yet, what does Casey Shepherd say? Teresa, you need to violate your religious beliefs and get a job. Even though what my husband brings in is enough to keep our family. We can pay all of our bills before all this court stuff, paying $3,000 for court orders we didn't do, according to Casey Shepherd. But we spent $3,000 to do court orders. She didn't like it that we did some of them for free through the base, Air Force Base. Because my husband, like I said, is a retired, disabled veteran. Governor Brownback, stop Kids for Cash. U.S. Congress, you need to act to stop these states from taking children wrongfully out of their homes. Because it will affect the future of this nation. Most of these children come out with mental health diseases. Katrina has severe anxiety and signs of PTSD. She wasn't to war. She hasn't been in a huge tornado problem. Angelica has severe depression. Here's the problem. That depression, you give her any medications to help depression, could kill her because of her possibility of having a fatal seizure called status epilepticus. Plus, she's had a television fall on her head. She's been hospitalized for vomiting. Oh yes, and Youthville feels it's okay to drive a child that's had a television fall on her head an hour away for medical treatment. And the Youthville doctor and Angel's doctor wanted a CAT scan ran. Didn't happen. And Youthville keeps saying Angel doesn't have seizures. She has never had a seizure at camp coming from home. She had enough seizures at camp that they had to put her to bed rest. But yet the court says that Youthville keeps saying that she's not having seizures. So who's being truthful? Think about it, judges. You're being lied to, and you will pay the price because you are the ones to be sure that truth is being told in your courtrooms. Kansas, stop abusing children now. Send the children home who have been wrongfully removed. I love you, Angel and Katrina, and with the help of all of our friends, we will bring you home. Keep that in your heart. Love ya.